Hello everyone, welcome back to ProMind classes. Hope you all are doing well. As we are continuing with our NCERT series of class 6th geography, today we will study chapter number 4, that is map. So basically what we are going to study in this chapter is what is map and what is different type of map and what are the components of map. So let's get started without wasting much time. So what is map? So map is a representation or a drawing of Earth's surface, or a part of it is drawn on a flat surface according to a scale. So you can say that basically a map is a virtual representation of an entire area or a part of area, typically represented on the flat surface with the help of scale. Now, why map are essential? What is the use of map? So you can say that map shows a small area and a few fact. But what happens that few fact which map contains is gives you as much information as a big book can. And you can say that when a maximum map are put together, so what we get an atlas. And map provide more information than a globe can, because globe is the study of earth as a whole. And what does map gives you? Map give you the information about the surface of the earth, and that also in a detailed way. So that is why map give you more information than a globe can. Now let's see what are the different types of map. So basically there are three different types of map: physical map, political maps, and thematic map. So what is physical map? So map that shows natural features of the earth. Now what are the natural features of the earth? Like mountains, plateaus, plain, river, ocean, etc. These all features are the natural features of the earth. So map showing natural features of the earth such as mountain, plateau, river, ocean, plain are known as physical map, and they are also known as relief map. Now what is a political map? Now map shows cities, towns and village and different countries and state of the world with their boundaries are called political map. So the map which shows you it gives you the information about the city, the town, the village, different countries, states of the world and their boundaries. All the information will get in which map? It is a political map. Now thematic map. Thematic map are like some maps focus on a specific information. What are the specific information? Like rainfall and distributions of forest and industries and roads and etc. So the map which focus on the information, specific information such as road map, rainfall map, and forest, distribution of forest, distribution of industries. So all this maps come, all this information comes in thematic map. Now you have understood what is the definition of map, what are the types of map. Now we will see the components of map. Okay, so what are the components of map? So first is distance. So map is are the two-dimensional drawings. It reduces the entire world or the part of the world on a small sheet. But this reduction is done very carefully so that the actual distance between the two places is almost approximately real. So how it can be possible? Like how it can be possible to show the exact distance? So it can be possible with the help of scale. No, scale is chosen for this purpose. Now scale ratio is the ratio between the actual distance on ground and distance shown on the map. So this is different. The ratio between the actual distance and distance shown on the map is different, but it is approximately same. It try to show the approximate distance to be same. Now we will see that there is two type of such scale. One is you can say small scale map, and the other one is large scale map. So what is a small scale map? When a large areas like continent or countries that are shown on a paper, then we use small scale. Like you can take example that 5 centimeter on a map will be shown as a 500 kilometer on the ground. So a small scale map has a large areas like continents and countries, and they are shown on the piece of paper, and that is how you calculate 5 centimeter on map will show 500 kilometer on ground. Now what is large scale map? So when you see a small area, that is you can say the area of your village or town that has to be shown on paper, then we use large scale. That is, now as you used 5 centimeter as a 500 kilometer in small scale map, but in large scale map 5 centimeter will be shows as 500 meters only on ground. So basically small scale map shows large area and large scale map shows small area. A very simple definition you can say that small scale map, when a large area is shown on a small map, such map is called a small scale map. For example, map of a country or a state. And a large scale map, when a small area such as village is shown on a map, such a map is called large scale map. So example, a map of neighborhood is another example of large scale map. A large scale maps also gives you more detail compared to small scale. Always remember that large scale map has more detail than the small scale. Now let's see about direction. Now you will notice that most of the map has an arrow marked with the letter N at the upper right hand of the corner. So what this arrow shows? The letter N arrow shows north direction, and it is called a north line. So when you come to know that this is the north direction, then it will be easy for you to find the rest of the direction, that is east, west and south. So as you can define this thing that a map also contains information about the directions. On most of the map you will see an upward arrow and the letter shows N, and this shows the north direction. So once we know the north, we can be easily able to find the other direction, that is north, south, east and west. These are the four major directions. North, south, east and west are the four major directions, and these are called as cardinal direction. And you can see that some maps shows the intermediate direction, that is northeast, southeast, northwest and southwest. Okay, some map even show this direction. So what is northeast? Northeast is the direction of a region halfway between north and east. Now southwest, the direction or the region halfway between south and west is known as southwest. And northwest, it is the direction region between north and west. Okay, so now we will see compass. Now we will study about compass. So compass is very useful for finding the direction at a place. So this is a small circular box and it has a magnetic needle inside it. And what happens? The needle of the compass always points to north-south direction. So you can find the rest of the direction. And this compass have been used by travelers and sailors since a long time back. Now let's see symbol. Symbol is the third most important component of map. Look, it is not possible to draw a map of the actual shape and size of different features like building, roads, bridge, trees, railways, lines, etc. So it is the symbol that helps you to show by the certain letters, shade, color, pictures, line. This symbol gives you a lot information in the limited space because you cannot draw everything on the map. And so the symbol helps you with the limited information. It helps you a lot. So it gives you important structures and landmarks on map. As you cannot draw everything on map, so a symbol is helpful regarding this all things. Using colors to show different themes and items on a map, certain conventions are followed. And you can take the examples like mountains are usually shown in brown color, plains are usually shown in green color, and water bodies are shown in blue color, and plateaus are shown in yellow color. And what is the best thing about symbol, you can say? That it is very simple to draw and very simple to read. Even if you are going to some other country and when you don't know their language, so you don't have to ask the direction and collect the information. You can go through this symbol map. You can see the symbol and you can get more information. So basically map has a universal language that can be understood by all this with the help of symbol. And there is an international agreement regarding the use of the symbol. And these symbols are called conventional symbols. Now let's see about sketch. What is a sketch? A drawing based on the memory is called sketch. And a sketch is not made by scale, and it does not need any scale or accurate information. It is just based on memory and spot observation. And sometimes even a rough drawing is required for any area to tell whether a particular place is located with respect to other place. So such rough drawings that are drawn without the help of scale is called sketch. Okay. And now we will see that what is plane. So drawing of a small area on a large scale is known as plane. And it gives a lot of information, but there are certain things which we may know sometimes, and there may be certain things which we want to know sometimes. For example, the length and the breadth of a bedroom. So that can't be shown on the map. And that time we refer the drawing drawn on the scale that is known as plane. So here the chapter map is completed. Hope you have cleared all the concept regarding the definition of map, different types of map and components of map. And hope that you like the video. Please do share and subscribe our channel. And thank you for your precious time, and thanks for being so supportive. Have a nice day and stay tuned with ProMind.